Alright, how about now? Are you hearing me okay? For some reason my mic was set to default instead of my actual microphone, so it probably wasn't working before, but it should be now. Awesome, thank you so much. Hello everybody. It's so great to see you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Hello Mark, hello Dane. Hello Traker. Ramon. Simon. Division #1 noob. I'm not sure what we're doing today. I'm gonna be completely honest, but we definitely need to warm up because I haven't played this game in a long time. I did just upload the weekly vendor restock because I've been a couple days late. I'm sorry about that, guys, but the weekly vendor restock is up now. Some pretty good stuff this week. We have a damage to elites mod on electronics here at the ward. I think it's the ward. 208. It's not the highest number, but it's still pretty good. 3% here at the ward. Probably the best item for sale this week, I would say. Hi, Keanu. XOX5U, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like the content. No problem, Mark. Take your time. I don't know what else to call you, man. Yeah, it's a pretty good mod, for sure. I would put it on a Firecrest build. I think I got lucky when the 213s were for sale, so that's what I have, but I still needed some for my third character, so I'll probably end up buying some this week. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll switch over to the new character that we made on our first stream, and go from there. I really need to warm up for a bit. I'm stuck in my Escape from Tarkov mechanics mode. It's one of the harder parts about being like a variety player is when you switch between games, you just feel so... It's almost like a jet lag feeling. Hope you guys had a great weekend last weekend. I was working all weekend, but still pretty good. Yeah, no worries. Appreciate you having it on display. Alright, I think when we left off, we were able to do some upgrades. Not really. So we're just gonna go, let's go warm up and do a couple of these. Maybe a mission or two. And then we'll figure it out from there. Really appreciate you guys getting me to 1,000 subs. It's crazy. We're at like 1,030 now too. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and engaging. It's actually crazy how well this channel is performing on a game that's this old. Ooh, this game's feeling crispy right now. Ooh. Yeah, I would switch between the first and second game quite a bit, like when the second one came out, especially the beta, because I got to play the beta And yeah, that was really confusing, the whole healing aspect of it. I think I mentioned this in one of the previous streams that I did, but there were so many Division 1 like diehard players that were so upset about the healing change. And I myself didn't mind it as much with the armor kit instead of the med kit. I don't really think that was a big problem. It was also kind of appropriate. I mean, armor kits are much more realistic than a med kit that instantly heals you. But it's not really a realism game, I guess. What the heck is that guy doing up there? Weirdo. Kind of debating on if I want to hop on Division 2 and play the new thing. Just for the story aspect of it, but I really, really hate the direction they took for the writing in the second game, and I just can't get past how bad it actually is. Like, now apparently we're buddies with Keener and he turned himself in, and it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like the writing team just kind of gave up for the second game and focused on pushing the game out as fast as they could. Yeah, lore-wise, it also makes sense for I think you were talking about the armor kit, yeah. Oh, you get to work from home, that's pretty sick. My last job I got to work from home and I absolutely loved it, but it was only a contract position, so I was only there for like maybe 3 months to 4 months. But yeah, I loved that job. Would love to keep working from home. I like my new job too, though. Yeah, I did see they were going to work on Division 3. I kind of really wish they wouldn't make any more, but I'm in the least popular opinion there. No, not in tech. I'm more of like a customer service, front desk person. The last gig that I did was just a customer service job, like an outreach person. Ooh. That was such a delay. I don't even think this game needed a remaster either. It really just needed continuous updates. Because the game looks great, like, they just needed to probably make the AI a bit better. Like, the AI in Division 2 is kind of crazy. They can do all the stuff that we can do, like, they can climb up ladders and ropes, and they're not, like, brain dead. All they had to do was upgrade that stuff and add the raids, and this game would have been, like, incredible. They could have done what they did with the gear system, too. Like, there's no classified gear in that game. It's just that they added the gear sets, and then the brand sets themselves are really strong. Like, the brand sets were a really good idea. They should have done something like that in this game, too. But I suppose we're past that now. One of the things that I really disliked that they did in the second game was they expanded on the hunters. They, like, explained more about them and gave them a background, and I hate that. I wish they would have left them alone. The mystery is what made them cool. Hey, Michael, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate you that you watch them and like the content. Hey, Bernie. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Ivan. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, it sucks. I know some of you guys are working right now with the... I wish that I could stream nights. It's just not something that works for my schedule. I definitely don't expect you guys to like come back and watch the streams, but I really appreciate those of you that do come back and watch them or watch segments of them throughout the day. You guys are pretty awesome for doing that stuff for me. The game sound might be low. Yeah, you're probably right. I like to have it low because if I'm talking, sometimes the gunplay is really loud, but yeah, anything about the audio, please let me know so I can adjust it accordingly. I would say that you don't need more characters until you feel the need to have them. Like, they're really good to have if you're farming, like, your weekly assignments, because you can do all of those on all of your characters, but you really have to have, like, the time to do that. Also, if you have the season pass, you get those supply drops, the duplicate supply drops as well. So you can get up to 300-400 division tech from the drops alone. So really, it's personal preference. I only have, this is my 4th character, but I'm only like, what am I, like level whatever, like 10 or something, 9, and I'm only playing this passively with you guys just for fun. I already don't know how to get up there. Oh, I'm so dumb. But yeah, for multiple characters, it's kind of like a personal preference. Like, if you want the extra gear and, like, the stuff that you would get with another character, then you could make another one. But I would say if you don't really have too much time to play, I wouldn't even worry about it. I would just focus on your main character. Yeah, they did a crazy good job with the city on this game. There's some people that I've played with that live in NYC that say it's very, very accurate. I mean, a lot of it is just like copy paste in the streets and alleyways, but I think for like, I mean, it's the same thing as like GTA. Like GTA did the exact same thing with Los Angeles. A lot of it's not like actually accurate, but like the majority of like the major landmarks and stuff are. Gamer, are you asking to see my striker classified? Was that a question? Not really understanding what you mean by that. Can you elaborate, please? Yeah, the teleporting happens quite a bit. I don't know if you're on PC or console or... I don't remember ever seeing a teleportation one on console, but I'm sure they're out there. If you guys have been in the previous streams, you know that I have a very crybaby husky, and he is with me today, so he might start crying any minute now. Yeah, the teleporting on PC is very common. I wouldn't say it's like common, like I probably see a cheater in the dark zone like every other time that I'm in there. And there's one guy it's like always the same guy that does it. Like every time I see him, it's so obvious, and I just leave the server. I think the very first multiplayer game that I ever played was, it's gotta be one of the Call of Duties. I had played many solo games on my own, but the actual first multiplayer game I had ever played was definitely Call of Duty. Probably Call of Duty 1. Call of Duty Black Ops 1, I mean. And then Black Ops 2. I think the first solo player game that I was really into was the Infamous series. I think the main character's name is Cole McGrath or something. But yeah, that I remember when I got my PlayStation 3, that was the game that came with the console, was Infamous 1. And I was obsessed with that series ever since. Nothing really beats the first game, but they were all pretty good. If any game deserves a remaster, I think it's that series. Yeah, huskies are adorable. Mine's just a crybaby. You know how like a lot of huskies like talk? Like they like to talk smack or whatever. Mine just cries. Mine doesn't actually yell like a typical husky would. He just cries all the time. Hi Goldfinger, thanks for coming in. Where are the rest of them at? Ugh. Oh, that's cool. You got into an EU server? I kind of wish that would happen to me, too. I don't imagine it's one of those things where it's like your servers are just empty. I'm pretty sure they would still throw you in one of your servers if it was empty. Yeah, his deal is, so there's another dog in our house that he doesn't get along with. I think when my dog was a puppy, the other dog kind of bullied him a little bit, and now he's older and he's much bigger, so he remembers that and he tries to like bully the other dog. The other dog's much smaller, so whenever the other dog is let out to go to the bathroom or whatever, we always put our dog in here with me. And he's crying because he knows the other dog is out and about and he does not like that, so he's crying, wanting to leave the room. So that's why we have him in here with me most of the time. Oh yeah, I think that, I don't know why. I don't know why that happens, but yeah, I think they always spam. Yep. I literally don't know what that is or like what's going on with it, but they've always spammed Chinese in the chat. Do not know why. This is my 4th character, so I just have the SVD as like something that I picked up. The SVD is a really good burst, like rapid fire weapon. But usually for Deadeye, I always like to recommend a marksman rifle, or for any sniper builds in general. I just have this because I'm on a 4th character. I know it's like the only marksman rifle that I have. It's actually pretty fun though. I actually don't know how to determine what server you're in. I don't really think there's an actual way. I think you can probably just kind of tell from the player names, and I don't know. I'm not sure if there's a way to find out. Maybe Traker knows. No, I unfortunately don't watch sports, so I don't have a team. Especially football. I don't know anything about football. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Chinese language in the chat. I don't know if that's like bots or something. I don't know what the heck that is. And it's been like that forever too. Which kind of sucks, because it'd be kind of cool if your chat was just not like that, and the people that were talking were the ones that were actually in your, like, in the server. Yeah, I would imagine you would just kind of be able to tell what server you're in based off of the player names, or I mean, the only servers that you're really gonna get are like American servers, probably Chinese servers, EU servers. I don't know, that might be it. Because I think the EU has a really, really big player base. Asia, yeah, that's true. Asia's probably got their own server. Wow, I just shot over that guy's head completely, like the whole magazine. If that's not rusty, I don't know what is. Oh my god, I'm missing so many shots right now. Yikes. I know, Simon. I can guarantee that the day, if they finally get that whole thing situated, that the global events are going to bring back so many players. Like, people that were playing this game for a very long time are definitely going to be coming back. Yeah, it's a good idea to have your VoIP off. I was always pretty worried about that. Usually on console I had it off myself, and I had friends that had theirs on, and they would tell me if there's people in the server talking or whatever. Yeah, I think that's completely accurate about the African server. There's a lot of I think most games are like that. Like, well, for example, Escape from Tarkov has, I think they have like one African server, but it's dead like 99% of the time. So a lot of people would try to connect to the African server to get less people, so they could get tasks done and loot the server quietly. I ran a little bit of Lexington on one of my characters on one of my previous live streams because it was the daily mission. So I ran it. And then I've been testing builds on Lexington. Do you know when he said that? Was it a post that he made, or was it during a press conference? Because if that's true, I need to make a video about it. Like, ASAP. I didn't know that he made a comment about it. My god, why can't I jump? I figured. Yeah, I thought that I was staying pretty up to date on that whole thing, but never know. Now you guys have me all messed up. I'll check Twitter here in a second. I'll check it out. Keeps giving me electronic shit. I'm about to just start running a level 10 skill build. I think the story in the second game's kind of cheeks. Doesn't make sense. But a lot of people seem to enjoy it, so to each their own. Alright, now I'm all turned around, so let me check this out. Doing a little bit of research right now, guys. Give me just a minute. Yeah, I would say if Division 2's on sale, then just get it. You do have, like, endless amounts of things you can do on that game. It's just I don't like the story. They kind of tainted the story, in my opinion. But a lot of people don't feel the same way. Yeah, it definitely doesn't say anything about the global events. Favorite weapons? Um, um, I would say the LVOAC. Like, it's obviously one of the stronger weapons, and I think the LVOAC looks better than the M4. I like the vent barrel. Showstopper as well is really strong. I haven't played console in years, but I would say for console, maybe the Cassidy used to be a lot of fun. I wouldn't say Division 2 is more dead than Div 1. Division 2 definitely has a much larger player base. Yeah, that's exactly the case, Traker. The atmosphere in this game is light years better than the second game. It's very immersive, and in the second game, the gunplay is much better. Like on PC, the gunplay, like you play PC, so you'll know how aiming on this game is just pretty easy. But on Division 2, it's like non-existent. Like there is no recoil at all. You can shoot like a laser. There's a couple things about the second game's gunplay that I'm not a big fan of, like if you reload on an empty mag, you technically have one bullet less because one has been chambered, which is... What the heck is he doing here? Which is realistic, having one chambered, but... I don't know. It's always been kind of annoying to me. Ooh, shoot. I also don't like that you're forced to zoom in with scopes in the second game. I feel like you shouldn't ever have to do that. I kind of get why they did it, but not really. But there is literally no recoil. The accuracy is really good. On any of the guns that you use is really good. Shotguns are really strong in that game, whereas in this game they're not. Anymore, I should say. Welcome back, Mark. No, global events did not start up. There is no ETA on when that's happening. If it's happening at all. Especially now that they're working on Division 3, I don't think that they're really ever going to have time. But maybe Julian will be awesome and put some people on that. Not that the guy's not already awesome, but really want these global events back as soon as possible. If we're going by weapon type, then yeah, LVOAC would be my favorite assault rifle. The SMG, I would probably have to say the AUG. For the LMG, I'd say the MG5. Or the Hungry Hog. The Hungry Hog is pretty badass. The Showstopper, or I would say the SASG would actually be my favorite for nostalgia reasons. For the Marksman, I'd have to say the Carbon. What should be in Division 3 to make it cool? I would say to make it more similar to this game as far as atmosphere. And honestly, everything else. Like, if they could have put Division 2 aspects into a Division 1 universe, I think that would have been the perfect game. What was it like in the global events? What was the thing about them? So I will show you. So the global events were a monthly rotation event that put a modifier into the world, and you could change the modifier in the missions and the content that you play. So there was one modifier that increased headshot damage by like a crazy amount. And there was one that would put status effects on enemies that you shoot. It would be like blind, bleed. Ooh, should we play the DZ? So this is the global event area. The modifiers used to be here when they were active. Might actually be able to go... I don't think I have them because it's a low-leveled character. But you would basically complete tasks during the global events, and then missions would like give you global event currency, which I think I still have some. Yeah, it was these, the GE credits. You would spend these on caches here, and these had guaranteed classified gear set items of the corresponding type. So the last one was Deadeye, Final Measure, and Lone Star. So Outbreak was one. Like, Outbreak was like when you get close to the enemy, you'll slowly lose your health state because they're like contaminated. And then honestly, it's been so long, I can't really remember what some of them did. They were so much fun. The modifier made things so much easier to complete, so there was people doing like solo incursions and solo legendaries in like minutes because it was so easy. And then you get the guaranteed classified pieces as well as exotics. Hey, guacamole. Yeah, the vendor always sells. I'm pretty sure the vendor will sell everything eventually. I actually don't think I have an LVOAC blueprint. I only have the M4. Yeah, I only have the M4. Yeah, that's pretty true. It's very obvious which guns are like on top and which ones aren't. And honestly, PC too. Like that's kind of one of the things that I dislike what they did was they clearly put like god rolled talents on really good weapons. Like the house is a really good example. I don't know if I have one in here. I don't have one in here. Let's see. Anyway, the house has like a really good RPM and really good base damage, and you can put all of the weapon attachments on it, and you can still have 2 slots, as well as the actual talent itself is extremely strong when you do increased damage with half the magazine. It's like they released guns like that and gear sets, or the classified gear sets, and they made specific gear sets much stronger in PvP than others. And then they basically stopped making content for the game. So it's like they clearly released that stuff because they were prepared for the game to like they were wanting you guys to reach a specific amount or like a specific point to where you will call it quits and buy the second game. That's like what they and they're doing the same thing right now with Division 2 because they're getting ready to start creating Division 3. So pretty soon Division 2 we're going to see the same stuff where they're going to make things extremely strong and release like broken sets and get you guys farming for like the best stuff, and then they're going to stop making content or updates, and then you're just going to buy Division 3. Yeah, Goldfinger, I agree. There's a lot of things that they could do instead. Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I think it was Maverick that was in my stream not too long ago, and she was saying that it's because the developers that are on the team now they're not familiar with the software, Snowdrop, so they don't know like what went wrong and they don't know how to fix it. But I feel like it's not that complicated to bring someone in that either knows how to handle it or to learn that software. I feel like that's not that difficult of a thing, you know? Maybe I'm being really naive, but I mean, you're game developers. And I know it's not like the team's fault because I'm sure they would put the resources in it if they could. Well, I think that's what was supposed to happen was the global events were supposed I guess it was on a schedule, but I think it was like technically supposed to be continuing to run, but something happened and the schedule got broken. And now someone else had mentioned too that they have to get certain rights or lift restrictions with Sony and whatnot to get the schedules working back on console. I don't know. I feel like I'm sure the whole process is more complicated than it sounds, but it really doesn't seem that difficult to fix. But again, I could just be very naive. This is the Division 1. Tom Clancy's The Division. And Simon, see, I think that you're right, but if that was the case, they should have just continued with Heartland. Because Heartland was going to have the same procedure, or the same system. It was going to have like a battle pass system, skins that you can buy. I was all for Heartland. I was actually cheering that game on, and I was ready to play it. I played the beta and I had a lot of fun. It had so much potential. I don't know why they stopped doing it. Yeah, I think it's been about 9 months. I think you're right, since the last GE. If that's the case, if they really just want people to jump ship and go to Division 2, they should just announce that they're stopping the events. Whereas whenever I ask them and whenever I do manage to get a response, all they're saying is that the work is ongoing, which means they don't know what the hell they're doing. If they were to just say, hey, sorry, this isn't working, we're gonna cut off the schedule, that would be fine. But like make it known, make it be completely aware that it's not going to be returning, and I would be fine with that. Yeah, there's a lot of people that were playing Division 2 that have come back to Division 1, especially lately, just because of the decisions that they're making, which I hope that people that haven't played Division 1 yet give it a try. Like if they played Division 2 and they never got around to playing the first game, I hope that now is a good time for them to just do that, because, I don't know, this game just makes a huge difference. Ooh. What on earth? Why do I have a level 6? Oh, I think that's that district I was in is really low level. Yeah, seriously, I agree. All they need to do is come out with a really small update. Even if it's just to prove that they're... I mean, Julian already mentioned that they're not going to be closing the servers, at least within the next year. That we know for sure. And all they really have to do is to give us a really small update. Something extremely small that really is of no significance. That would at least tell us that this game is still on their radar, you know? Even if it's not like they don't even plan to do any big updates ever in the future. If they are at least to just do a really small update, like, for example, fixing the global event schedule, which would technically be a major update, but something like that would at least tell me that they still give a shit about the game and it's still on their radar. It just seems wrong to leave it where it sits now. It seems unfair, but wishful thinking. Wow, that rider just killed him. I left him on a sliver and the rider killed him. Oh, Div 1 is on sale right now? That's good to know. I'll check it after stream and do a video on it. Yeah, this game is... I would agree that this game is probably easier than the second one. The second game made things easy, but they also made the AI, like, much more difficult, and they made the build system more detailed and complex. Hi, Isaac. It's tricky to remove cheaters. Every single game on the market right now has a problem with cheaters. All of them. Every single one of them has an issue with cheaters. I don't think that there's anything that anybody can do about lag switching. I think that's literally something that, like, it's impossible for them to combat that. They would have to make it so... I don't know. I don't even know how they would combat that. I don't think there is a way to combat that. Like, I guess you would get completely removed from the server, even if you lose the slightest amount of connection, but that doesn't seem fair to someone who's actually got a weak connection that wants to play. Hey, Shadow. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate it. Lag switch was only working during midnight, like 8 to 12. How does that even work? I don't understand stuff like that, so... But I thought that lag switching was just connecting and disconnecting your internet connection. I don't know how that would affect the time of day. I don't know, guys. Playing Escape from Tarkov has taught me a lot about cheaters and not necessarily their motives, but like how that whole thing works. I can't really speak for Division cheaters because I don't understand that aspect of it. But what I can say is that for the majority of cheats, people pay monthly subscriptions for them. And if their account gets banned, guys, they just buy new accounts. And a lot of times, there's kind of like a theory that developers don't avidly ban people that are cheating because those people that are cheating will get their accounts banned and then buy new accounts, therefore giving the developers more money. So people can get banned for cheating and buy all brand new accounts, buying the game again. That gives the developers more money. So they're okay with banning cheaters, but they're not okay with coming out with better anti-cheat because it's more revenue for them. I can't say that's the same thing for the Division. I'm not very knowledgeable about the Division cheaters, but that's just my 2 cents on that. I'm sorry, I'm confused. You're saying that you have a lag switch, or you have lag, or what are you saying? Cheating is expensive and time consuming, but people do it because it ruins everybody's experience. Like, they think it's funny. They think it's hilarious to just cheat. I don't understand how it's any fun for anybody, but screw it. Let's switch to an M60 for a bit. I'm down with it. Oh, guys, I actually forgot that I needed to talk to you guys about something. So if you guys watched my latest video, not this vendor restock I just did, obviously, but I just did kind of like a chatting video with like an update about the 1,000 subscriber mark. I mentioned a Discord. So now that I have some viewers in here, we've got almost 20 of you guys in here. What do we feel about having a Discord? Because I've had some requests for one before. I want to specifically hear, not specifically, I want to hear from all of you guys, but I want to hear from the console players. I want to know if you guys would use the Discord for any reason. Now keep in mind that this Discord would be in direct contact with me. I have a channel within the server that is literally just an Ask Livid server. So you guys can ask me questions directly that I will either answer you directly or I will answer you in a video. You can ask me for additional channels within the server. You can ask me whatever you want. You can also reach out to me personally. I may not respond to you right away, but this will be a really easy way for you guys to connect with me that is not through live streams and it's not through YouTube comments. Now, one of the things that I'm going to emphasize while I have you guys all together and we're talking about the Discord server is that I will be the only moderator in the server for the time being. I'm not going to appoint any roles or mods until I feel that it is necessary to do so. Mainly because I want to be able to get to know my community members a little bit better before I know for sure who I think would be best responsible with that role for, modding within the server. So for the time being, it would only be me being a moderator until I feel that it's necessary to promote people as a mod within the server. Division #1 noob, I don't know if you have a different name that you would like me to call you, or if you would prefer that I insult you each time that I direct my attention to you. But yeah, that used to be my literal life, playing console. Shotgun Striker. They would always cry Cronus Max right away, but really it's all you're literally doing is aiming, and the aim lock would lock onto him. So they think you have like a Cronus Max, but literally all you're doing is aiming and shooting. So it's literally... But people think that you have a modded controller when you do that. Yeah, and Traker, that's one of the things that I have in my welcome message when you join the channel is do not feel like you need to don't feel like you need to step up and be a part of it, because bottom line is we're there to play games and have fun. You're not there to stay on top of people. That should be my responsibility because it's my community. But those of you who do show initiative and want to be a bigger part of the community in that method, I will notice that, and we may do some promotions. But you guys need to understand that I am this is all extremely new to me. Like, this is all new ground. This is a constant learning curve for me, being someone that has a lot of eyes on the channel and someone that's considering to make a Discord for the community that I've started. It's very overwhelming, especially as someone who's very antisocial, and I'm not used to being like in the spotlight, if that makes sense. So starting a server and everything, it's going to be new to me. I do have some leadership abilities and leadership skills from previous communities that I've been a part of, but it's been a very long time since I've considered doing anything like that again. And I'm a much different person now than I was then. I don't mean to ramble, but I'm just being honest that this whole experience is different and new to me, and I hope you guys will be patient with me during that process. But a lot of you guys, pretty much all of you guys, have been asking for a Discord. So I want to make it happen. I just want it to be completely clear, and I want to get your guys' feedback, obviously, too. I just want to make it clear that at this time, I'm not going to be like assigning major roles, because I have a feeling that there's a couple of you guys that will want to have a position like that. Just know that it's going to come in time and not right away, because I really want to get to know you guys more before I make that decision on who should have a little bit more responsibility within the community. Yeah, Shadow, that's a good idea. Any kind of advice that you guys have for me, like if you guys have experience in that field of like making Discord servers for communities, or if you've been a part of Discord servers in the past, I do appreciate your help and feedback, and I'm happy to listen and learn. Yeah, dude, but you're funny. You got that going for you. Oh, I thought this was a way out. The bottom line is like I want this place to be a place where you guys can like network with other players, and I really want to do incursions. And to be able to do incursions with like you guys would be really, really cool. Another thing that I want to bring up while we're on the topic of the Discord, I mentioned this in the video as well, that I'd like to try out a gaming with subscribers. I know that Mark specifically has asked for this a couple times. So we're gonna try it out. I don't know when exactly. It's definitely not going to be this week or probably next week. But here pretty soon we're gonna try out a gaming with subs. I'll get to play with you guys. This will be on PC, not console. But I figured it would be kind of cool to get this Discord server up and running, and then we will all get together into a Discord. It'll be like up to 3 of you guys, so it'll be myself and 3 others, or maybe we'll just do like duos or trios. We'll figure it out. But it would be neat to get all of us into a server together, and then we all talk about what we want to do, and then we just go for it. Or I'll plan ahead I'll know what we want to do. Like, hey guys, I want to play survival. I need 3 people for a PvP survival match, and then the 3 people that want to play survival will reach out. We'll get into a group, and then we'll talk about strategy, and then it'll be really cool because not only will I'm going the wrong way because I'm ranting. Not only will I get to teach you guys stuff firsthand, but I will also get to learn from you guys firsthand. Like, we'll get to actually have a relationship, and it'll be fun to play with people that, better yet, it's pretty fun to play with someone that you guys watch. I mean, you guys will get to be, obviously, in my videos. I think it'll be a lot of fun, but I want to know what you guys think about that. What am I supposed to be doing right now? Oh. Yeah, so Traker, that is absolutely something that I would be doing. So that's actually something that I have been wanting to do for a while, but I'm still working through like my antisocial tendencies. But yeah, I would absolutely be bringing in people that are lower leveled or put the game down after hitting level 30 and now they don't have any classified gear. I would basically carry people. That's something that I would be interested in doing, is setting up a, you know, a party where I can just help get you guys some gear. Sorry guys, I can't multitask. I'm rambling and trying to play at the same time. This guy's wearing a doctor's shirt with jeans. Dang, he's got some big feet. I guess this person's got big feet too. Are all of the feet like that? My feet aren't that big. I wouldn't say that. I don't know if you're on Xbox or PlayStation. I have an account on PlayStation. That was like where I started the game, and I have way more on that account than I do on this one. I could always potentially go back to console. That's something else that we can talk about. I haven't played console Division in a really long time. The last time I tried to play Division 1 on the PS5, it did not run well at all. It was actually very stuttery and was kind of unplayable. I don't know if that was just because I had a really bad connection or what the issue was, but I couldn't even make it through a mission. It was really bad. I don't know if it's going to be like that all the time, but if it's not like that all the time, then I would absolutely consider hopping on PlayStation and playing with console peeps. I could even probably talk to my OG friend group. I'm sure they would be down to go on and play survival. You guys would get a hoot out of all of us playing together. I think part of the reason why I haven't helped newer people in the past is mainly because I didn't have too much confidence in myself. Like I would feel bad if I go down and leave the players stuck with me, you know. But I feel pretty confident myself now that I could probably get a newer player some gear. It just kind of depends on what content I'm doing. What level is this DZ? Ooh, I should probably level up some more. Oh, Ramon. We've got to play some survival together, dude. I feel pretty confident in survival. Like, I feel like I could probably get anybody through a survival. And then there's I want to do the incursions so bad, but nobody plays the incursions. Nobody ever match makes for them. The only way that I can do an incursion is this solo Falcons. But Falcons Lost is not as fun as the other ones. Dragon's Nest is probably my favorite incursion, but I haven't gotten to play it in like years. Oh shit. I'm lollygagging. I'm gonna do all the Discord stuff on my own because I want to learn myself. And I do have a friend that is pretty experienced in creating Discords and whatnot, so whenever I have questions, I'll ask them. But if you have advice for me along the way, or if you notice that the Discord could use some love on specific things, please just tell me. And I will gladly take advice and learn from it. But as far as like actively building the Discord and whatnot, I'm just gonna do that on my own for now. Mainly just because I know what I want the Discord to look like, and it's going to be my server, so I'm going to just leave it at that. Yeah, farming in Division 1 is much more time consuming than it is in Division 2, for sure. Oh shoot! Leave me alone! Yeah, I would definitely get together with you guys and play Survival. Survival's a lot of fun. If you haven't played Survival before and you own it, like, we gotta change that. There's a lot of people that only play the Division 1 anymore for Survival. They don't even go into the DZ or anything anymore. Yeah, Ramon, we can figure that out. Right now it's going to be complicated just because I work at a theme park, and right now we're doing Halloween stuff, so I work late nights. I work PST. I work from, it's usually around 7 o'clock to like 4 a.m. So I'm working really late. But eventually that's going to pass, and then I'll have more time to play with you guys in different time zones. Yeah, I hate Resistance. Resistance is definitely the most efficient way to farm for classifieds, but I freaking hate Resistance. It's so boring. Yeah, playing with new people during the incursions is a lot of fun. But I would just recommend, like, do at least some research on it before you just jump into it, because then you're making it much harder for not only yourself but everybody else if you don't even know what to do at most points. You don't like survival? Why? I'm just curious why. Yeah, the Dark Zone honestly is just... I think it's more efficient than Resistance. Everything is just so close together. Like, for example... Oh man, it's hard to tell on this character because it's not... Like, the icons aren't here. But my new route that I like to take, it starts, like, at this checkpoint. And then I go to the bosses underground. So there's a boss right here. There's a boss here. Oh god, I'm in combat. So as I was saying, there's a boss here, here, here. Or wait, no, sorry, here, here. There's a boss inside Bryant Park. There's a boss right here, here. Like, there's a lot of underground bosses that people don't consider. And then when you get up here, they're even closer together. Well, kind of. I think that they're closer together, like in DZ 3-4 area. All these bosses are really close. And 5, Dark Zone 5 and 6, they're all really close together. As well as Division Tech. There's just so many better options in the Dark Zone when it comes to... And all of those bosses, as well as all of the locked crates at those landmarks, have chances for classified and exotics. So it's just a much easier method to obtain them, in my opinion, than it is in Resistance. In Resistance, you're not even guaranteed the exotic or the classified. There's like a 5 or 6% chance or whatever that it's just going to be a regular piece, and knowing my luck, that's like the one that I get the most. Division 2 needed that system, though. They needed the targeted loot, because there was so much loot in that game. Like, you were getting loot just for frickin' breathing in that game. And it's loot that you get so much of it, you don't even know what to do with all of it, so you just scrap most of it. But in here, it's like, you'll get, like, some semi-trash loot every once in a while, and then, like, rarely you'll get, like, a good drop. Let's switch characters now. Let's go over to one of my main characters, and then we'll do an open world boss run. And then maybe we'll do some Dark Zone farming. Underground is really boring to me too. Underground sounded and looked like much better than it actually was. Underground is basically just like an HVT with additional steps. Oh, this was a striker build that I was kind of throwing together. So I did 4 mods with damage to elites on it. And then I had 1 firearm mod to just kind of get myself to that number that I needed to be for the weapon talents. And then I have a destructive, unforgiving, ferocious weapon. So let's just take that out for some boss farming. Yeah, there definitely was not as much loot in Division 1 than Division 2. I don't know, I think farming in Division 2 is just... I kind of disagree. I think it's way easier, because heroic difficulty is not that difficult. Wow, the 100 Hunters in the Underground? Which one is that? It's gotta be in the Underground ones, right? Still have to do that one. I have 100 named enemies. I think I know which one you're talking about. I think I've done that one, but I don't think it's just an underground. Unless I'm thinking of something else. Oh, I think I'm thinking of this one. Oh, no, that's Sting. Yeah, yeah, this one's in Underground Survival or Resistance. I've always done Survival for this. But Underground is a... Well, technically, Resistance might actually be the quickest way to farm them. But Underground, you have higher chances of getting them. Resistance is, like, guaranteed, so is Survival, but Survival takes, like, an hour just to get one. Thanks for dropping in, Simon. Have a great rest of your day. Or night. That's pretty cool. You don't see very many friendly rogues anymore, or even back in the day. Yeah, heroic difficulty in Division 2 is like doing challenging in Div 1. Yeah, I agree with that statement. That's not the same for everybody, though. Like, I got to a point where I was on Division 2 where I was doing heroic difficulty with the... Oh, what are those things called? The modifications or whatever on the world where you can, like, make it like Fog of War. I think I had it to where I had almost all of those on, and I was just running my... Oh, crap. What's that gun called? What's the pistol called? The one that you get that's locked behind the raid? Oh god, I can't remember what it's called. One of you guys will tell me. The revolver. Regulus, thank you. Yeah, I got to a point where I was comfortably running around with just like a glass cannon build, literally. Why are there so many NPCs here? I just fought like 4 mobs on top of the boss. And there's still more. Oh, what did we get? A warlord, huh? With really bad talents. That's probably my favorite build to run on that game was the Regulus Headhunter build. And even on that game, I was getting to a point where I was doing solo legendary missions. I could not do some of them, but like what's the capital mission? I could not do that one solo legendary. I can barely do that one on a group legendary. But there's some people that have that down, like, no problem. The guy's stuck in the door. Let me answer this text real quick, guys. Yeah, the sniper builds on that game were a lot of fun. I just wish that the sniper handling and the scoping stuff was how it is in this game, but then it would be really, really powerful. Yeah, Capitol Building Legendary, I was literally struggling in the very first part, like with the drones. Yeah, screw that mission, man. I hated it. But obviously there were people that had it down to like an absolute science already and would breeze through it no problem. But not me. That mission was really tough for me. I've never finished it solo. But I finished Roosevelt and what's the other one? The hyena mission one. I finished those ones solo. Those ones are... Roosevelt's kind of tough, but the other one's like a breeze. It's really easy. Hey, Sin, thanks for stopping in. I come and go on Division 1, but right now I've been sticking around because I've been uploading content and people have been down with that, so I'll happily stick around for that. Your name doesn't sound familiar to me. I don't know if you had a different tag. It's pretty cool. I've had a couple of you guys chime into my videos and my live streams saying that we used to play together, and it brings back a lot of memories. Someone had just commented on one of my videos saying we used to play together, and I remember the name, but I don't think we've ever actually talked. We just had we had played in the same group a couple times for PvE content. Your name is really, really familiar. Do you remember if it was like DZ or did we do like missions together or something? And you were on PlayStation, right? Another one. Short bows. Yeah, your name sounds familiar. One of my like my main friends, his tag was One Crazy Shot. So I think we may have... Oh, okay, we met you in the group. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure we've done incursions or something at some point together. Yeah, were you in the Dream Team group, the Facebook group? Yeah, Enrique and I met through a random matchmaking, and we were both like impressed with how well we played, so we added each other, and then I think he just knew the Dream Team guys, and I don't know if they just decided to make a group one day or like what exactly went down with that, but eventually was kind of brought into like the moderation team, and honestly, when I was playing the game back then, I was not the same person. I was pretty toxic on Division 1 back in the day. And did not get along with some of the mods, and they didn't really care too much for me, so spent some much needed time away from the game. Much different person now. Yeah, I haven't talked to him in forever either. But we still have each other added. He's on my UB list, and we're console friends still. I have him added on Instagram, actually. Looks like he's doing great, but I should probably catch up with him. I wonder if you and I were mods at the same time. Maybe that's why you're really familiar. I think everybody's toxic on video games at some point in their life, you know? At the time, I think I thought that I was hot shit at the game, but I was actually pretty trash. Ooh, 266. I'll actually keep the short bows just in case. I say just in case as if I'm ever gonna wear them. You created the logos? For some reason I don't know if that's you, but I thought that Michael did that stuff back in the day. I don't know if he's still around. I wasn't very, involved. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. Have a good rest of your day. Nice catching up with you. Okay, I figured. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember you for sure. You actually, you made me a shirt at one point. Yeah, you had mailed me a shirt. I still remember it. I still have it, I think. Yeah, see you later. Yeah, today's stream, guys, is definitely not going to be as long as previous ones that I've done. Really just wanted to hop back onto a stream and chat with you guys and bring up I think the Discord stuff, I want to get it done, as soon as possible, but I'm going to say maybe by, Monday next week is when I'm going to shoot for having it uploaded. And I'll make sure to do a video when that whole process is done so you guys know when to join, and I'll make sure to put links up and stuff everywhere. No, I have Predatory on the Showstopper. Hey, Centrifugal, yeah, Centrifugal, sorry. Yeah, so there's a Division interactive map out there. I can find the link and drop it in the chat if you want. And you can switch between the main game and the survival map. And the survival map will have all of the Division tech nodes and like guns and stuff like that, so you can kind of have that open while you're in a survival, and then you can kind of go where the good stuff is. And then eventually you'll just learn where it is. I never really referred to the map. I've kind of just played, and then I found like stashes and have built routes off of that. So there's still stuff within the survival map that I'm learning for the first time. I went ahead and dropped it in the chat. Yeah, it's pretty common to, especially when you're first starting out, to feel overwhelmed by the NPCs on the map, mainly because you don't have things like your recovery link or your skills, or medkits are really scarce in that mode. That's part of what makes it like, it's like challenging, so it's usually fun to play. Especially if you run into elites, like, I had just uploaded a video of like me doing a survival from start to finish, and you'll see that I run into 2 elite cleaners in the light zone, and I almost die because they like are lighting me up. It's a prime example of things to watch out for in that mode. I'm at a point with survival now, after all these years of playing it, to where you just kind of know where NPCs are, and what's even better is when you know they're supposed to be there and they aren't, so you know that players have taken them out and they're nearby. Like, the more you play it, it might be more tricky now to learn that way just because it's not as active. I mean, PvE, it would still work. Like, you'll know that there's players that have been that way, so maybe you should go a different way to get your own loot. Wow, I just shredded him in like, what, like 20 bullets? Yeah, like 20 bullets. With no stacks. One of the best feelings when you've like... Hey Bruno, how are you? One of the best feelings when you're like playing survival by yourself and you start to get pretty decent at it is like when you finally reach the dark zone by yourself and when you manage to extract. When you like finish your first extraction on your own, it's like a very surreal feeling. From Brazil, thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Thanks for tuning in. Like the website isn't loading or the map isn't loading? I'll go check it here in a second and see if it's working or not for me. I just like went to the link and or I went to the site and copy and pasted it. I didn't really check to see, I guess, if it was working or not. Yeah, I would say it's worth playing Division 1 from the start. But it's because I personally enjoy the story. So, I have fun playing from start to finish. I don't know if it's just me, but Traker, I'm not seeing any links that you're putting up. Might be because of the stream settings or something. Yeah, the map is working for me, the one that I sent. Yeah, it could be a matter of the filters that you have on. You can also switch to the Last Stand map as well. That's awesome. Even if the game did crash, you can call in another extraction, so you would have been alright. Unless you had like no time left or something. Okay, cool. I'm glad you found it. Yeah, it's definitely possible to solo with Nomad. You just have to make the Nomad in the correct way. Like, putting on enemy armor damage and stuff like that. Giving yourself enough firepower. I think you said that you were switching... Okay, yeah, you had an account on PS4, now you're on PC. That's what I did. PvP is kind of hit or miss. You're going to either encounter a server like full of people that are farming, which you could go rogue on them if you want to. or you're going to encounter... There's basically 3 types of players that you'll find, and it's like the people that have played nonstop every day for like 9 years or whatever, who are sweating their asses off, like strafing. There's those guys, there's the avid, like, blatant cheaters, and then there's the people farming. The majority of the time, I would say 90% of the time, you're going to have a server of people farming. And then the people who are, like, actually really good that play every single day, you're not going to see them very often. And then you'll see a cheater more often than you will, like a diehard player like that. No, you're not dumb. It's fine. I just wasn't sure if you were putting links up or not. Putting up links in YouTube lives, I don't think that's like possible. I don't think that's a setting I have on. I don't think YouTube lets you do that. Unless you're the streamer. Sorry that I'm just idle out here, guys. It's like hard. I can't multitask. I'm so bad at it. I start chatting with you guys and then I'm just standing here like a dummy. Gotta sell some stuff though. What about the looting side of the game since they stopped GE for a year? I mean, you just gotta know where the good stuff drops, or like, you have to actually dedicate your time to farm. You're not just going to passively get really good shit like you will in Division 2. Like, if you really want, like, a full classified 6-piece set and you're starting from scratch, you are going to have to put time into it. Especially to get good rolls. And then, before you can even do that, you have to put a build together that's, like, solid for farming. So, yeah, it's gonna take you some time, but I think that's part of the fun. Do you think the M4 is a better option than the Bullfrog? I would say the Bullfrog is probably more fun, but as far as reliability, yes, the M4 is better, in my opinion. I think Division 2 is much easier to farm, yeah. Especially when there's some exotics that all you have to do is, like, a very specific set of tasks. Like, for example, the... oh gosh, what's that SMG called? Lady Death? Or not Lady Death. The Chatterbox. The Chatterbox, you literally just have to go open boxes to get the parts and then craft it. And it's one of the strongest SMGs in the game. The Bullfrog is just hard to control, but it has like the fastest rate of fire out of all the assault rifles, and the talent is really strong. It's just that it's really, really hard to control. So it's good to use with Striker because the set will give you stability. And then I like to run I have one on my... I have the Bullfrog on my PvP build. I'll show it here in a second. Once this guy goes down. So this is the build that I use the Bullfrog on. It's a 4-piece alpha with Banshee Ninja Bike. So I have 10% damage to targets out of cover. And then the 4-piece alpha bonus. So my Bullfrog has Deadly Vicious and Responsive. And then I just switch to the M4 once I lose a health state, giving myself the Unforgiving, Deadly, Responsive bonus. Before, Alpha used to be completely broken with the Bullfrog because the Bullfrog talent you could put onto other weapons, so you could have 15% more damage on like any weapon. But they fixed this obviously, so it only works on the Bullfrog itself. But yeah, as you can see, the recoil and accuracy on the Bullfrog is pretty bad. It's like all over the place. This is me not doing anything, just shooting. So it goes up in a straight line and it will jiggle back and forth. So it does a lot of like this motion, like a zigzag motion. But this is on like, I don't even have it on a striker build. So with a striker it would be more stable. And then all of the mods that I have on this, none of them have stability or accuracy included, because if you do that, you're actually losing out on the 15% bonus, because the accuracy and stability mods will reduce the 15% bonus. So the Bullfrog is very, very strong, especially with alpha, but it's just hard to control. Yeah, that's what I was saying with which one is better. I would say that the M4 or the LVOA is more reliable. So I would say that it's better to use than the Bullfrog, but the Bullfrog is still a lot of fun and it does a lot of damage. Yeah, you're gonna land more shots with an LVOA and a lightweight M4 than you are with the Bullfrog, so overall you're probably going to do more damage output with an LVOA or a M4. Alright, let's see if we can't do maybe like a matchmake for a legendary or something. And then we'll probably call the stream here pretty soon. I actually didn't get any sleep, so try and get a little bit of rest before I have to leave later. Madison, huh? Interesting. Maybe I'll try and stream tomorrow for you guys too. Might actually be a little bit later. Oh my gosh, this guy's not doing very well already. I gotcha, buddy. Oh god, maybe. I think I'm just gonna do this one and hop off, but if you want to matchmake and if you get in here, that's totally fine. I'm just gonna do this one and probably get off for the night. Wow! This JTF just freaking elbowed that guy. That's so funny. The JTF in this game think they're so good, dude. Half tempted to put a healer build on. This poor guy. It's 12 o'clock noon, but I'm on a schedule where I'm working graveyard, so I usually go to sleep around 6 in the morning, and I'll wake up around 3 in the afternoon or so. But I couldn't sleep at all last night, so I haven't slept at all. I woke up probably about 5 o'clock on Monday night, 5 o'clock p.m., and I've been up ever since. Yeah, I'm in the US. I'm West Coast. Ooh, that was not a very good sticky. I don't like him being that far up. I think I have the wrong build on. That's gonna hurt. Should probably have Relentless on. Yeah, I play on PC. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'll just use my ult for him. Oh yeah, for sure, Draker. This guy is just getting pelted with... Oh, he left! No way. Do we do it solo, guys? Do we try? I don't know if it's such a good idea. Kind of off to a rocky start, but... I wonder if you have an NFL team, like one that I like. I don't watch football. I know, I was debating if I should just try it solo, like for the stream for you guys. But maybe we won't. I mean, I have videos on it already, but... Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. I'm not gonna lie, Division 1 communities right now are like hard to find. That's why I'm kind of trying to build one. Not sure at one point you came into the live stream, but a little while ago, I kind of announced that I'm going to be making a Discord. From there, I'll have channels for like looking for group or just voice channels for you guys all to communicate on. And then if you guys have any suggestions on like specific channels that you would want, let me know. And then I'll make sure, I already have a channel up that's specifically like asking me questions. So if you guys have questions, you can ask me directly. I'm a bit newer to the Discord ownership thing, so we'll see how it goes, and then I might need some help, and then I'll assign some mods in the future. But for now, it would just be me moderating it. Hey, Clueless, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm really late on the vendor resets. I have like no discipline, but really my schedule has just been hectic with working graveyard, and I completely forgot to do the reset, so that was my bad. It's a couple days late, but I also only show you guys like stuff that's worth actually buying. I'm not gonna go to every venue and like, hey, put this on, or buy this or whatever. I'm only gonna show you guys what's actually worth the money. Yeah, so for the Discord, I'm hoping to have more information on that by probably by Monday next week. I only have a couple days off, and then I'll work on it whenever I have time over the weekend, because it's just about done. I'm basically just tidying things up and creating the channels and stuff, and then hopefully I'll have it open on Monday. But I'll make sure to give you guys updates on when that happens. I'll definitely do a video as well as like a community post. For those of you that are watching, do you guys follow me on Twitter, or do you have a Twitter? Just curious. If you're... Oh shit, I just accidentally clicked. If you guys are lurking, you definitely don't have to answer. Oh, I didn't even know you could sit right here. Oh, it's not gonna matter. They can shoot you right there. Oh, it's blocked in your location. I gotcha. That's too bad. Ooh, messed that up big time. Are both medics on this side? No way. Okay, this might work. I don't like that he's this far up, though. Got one. can't hear the game. Let me know if that's any better. Ooh, he's probably gonna pull up my ult. Get away from me. So there's no game sound at all? You guys can't hear the game at all? I'm only asking if you guys have Twitter because I would have potentially liked to go over there with like my updates for the majority of the time, but it seems like the YouTube community posts are doing just fine, so I'll just leave it at that. Wow, she hit me with that. Gosh, she was kicking my butt. Alright, I'll look at the audio here after I clear this part. Wow, that just bugged out completely. That's cool. Alright, I'll take a look at it. Man, I'm not doing very well right now. Okay, calm down, calm down. Alright, let me take a look at the audio really quick. Is this any better? Can you guys hear it now? Or is it still low? Okay, cool. Yeah, for some reason OBS randomly reset all of my sound stuff to default. They did that with my microphone as well, so I had to change my microphone, and now I just had to change the game sound. Sorry you guys haven't been able to hear the game this whole time. Now the game might be too loud because I've been turning it up. But let me know if it's too loud, and I'll turn it back down. Thanks for letting me know. I'll keep an eye on that in the future. Okay, let's see if we can do this without any issues. Fingers crossed. Hopefully this guy didn't die and not reset the mission, or else we're not getting the hunter. Yeah, the hunter's pretty tough, especially as a tactician build, but we're gonna see if we can do it. I've done it before. Let's see, which one's gonna be more annoying? Let's do it here. I haven't recorded with OBS yet. I don't have too much experience with OBS. I personally, like if I'm playing by myself, I actually turn the dialogue in the game off. Just because it's, especially when I'm, for recording I just use the NVIDIA GeForce capture. But whenever I am making videos, it's like, it's distracting to me to have the NPC dialogue on. Why is this guy just rolling? I just did like 7 rolls in a row. This is Tom Clancy's The Division. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. I am not doing very well right now. Should spawn here. I should get him. There we go. Ooh! Oh my gosh, I almost got all 3 of them with that. I'm just gonna gun them down. Okay, never mind. There was one that I almost didn't get. Dang, that was crazy though. I'm trying to save the sodas as much as I can for later. Oh, of course he's gonna throw that off. Yeah, I'm aware of the method. this is gonna be a problem. Probably gonna die here. Okay, the hunter did spawn. I think we're gonna get Harrier. Yeah, we're gonna get Harrier for sure. Later, Harrier. I don't think we can get Falcon with a sticky like that. I think this AC unit's gonna block my way. We should probably we can get Merlin for sure, because he's not within the station radius. Oh, but he's kind of far back actually. I'd have to throw my Seekers way out there. Probably shouldn't have used that nade. It's kind of a waste. Well, I got death by proxy, I guess. Ooh, we got the medic. That's actually surprising. Oh, I thought Vulture was dead. These guys are too far back. No, 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 no! Oh my god. I got stuck in the animation. It wouldn't exit. I'm gonna break Merlin's armor for sure. Yeah, I don't like to do that method. It's too time consuming in my opinion. Yes, you can. I think you're more likely to get exotics than you are classifieds though. Yeah, it's not recommended to do underground for those. It's gonna take you too long. He's just pushing further and further back. Hope that's not a frag grenade. Oh, this guy. That's gonna be a problem. Oh, what did he just do? Oh my god, he just had to throw a med station down. Just had to throw down a med station. Fill your inventory with exotics in the DZ and successfully extract. Yeah, I'm sure it's possible. Just need a dead server, or a server of people farming that don't want to go rogue. Just my luck with these. these guys. Oh, he's gonna kill me. Yep. Oh my god, he was almost dead too. Oh man. That flame grenade killed me. Yikes. Oh man, that really sucks. NPCs are being really annoying right now. They're like hiding in cover. I put the tack link on for the turret, guys. I don't normally do it for that specific reason. I was just trying to finish the hunter quickly. The hunter's not going to spawn this time, so we'll be able to finish that part pretty quickly. Bad luck right now. How does that not kill him? Why are the medics pushing up this far? Are you kidding me? Why are they pushing up like this? I've never had an issue with this mission like this. These NPCs are pushing like crazy right now, and I don't understand why. Oh my gosh. Thought I could take cover on that. This is the first one. My seekers don't go that far, are you kidding me? Okay, we might just call it. I'm not having very much luck right now completing this. I'm in a really, really bad spot. Really bad spot. No med kits. I'm sorry guys, I'm like missing all of my shots. I'm not playing very well right now. Of course, I activated the skill on accident. This is like getting really annoying. Well, no, I was gonna hop off after this. I'm really tired is the problem, but the NPCs are like they're behaving really weird right now. Sometimes the AI is just really unpredictable. Yikes. should go much faster now. We hope. Sorry, Juan, I'm just doing this one and I'm gonna hop off, actually. Whoa! Oh my god! The guitar just flew over here. Where'd that even come from? Just a random guitar? It's one of the most random things I think I've seen on the game. Come on, man. Wrong wave. Whoops. Hi, Gabrielson. This is legendary. Yeah, that guitar was coming out in full swing. I've never missed so many sticky bombs on this game in my life. It's actually really embarrassing. Yeah, I'm definitely not playing very well right now. Yeah, true. Oh god, this might not go well. Okay, we're good. My sticky just cannot reach that far. None of my skills are reaching them. That one probably will. I'm in Cali. True, for sure. I suck. Woo. Can I do it? Can we do? Oh, maybe we shouldn't. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, how many more hits? Like one more. One more. One more. Oh god, I'm dead. Oh, no way. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe we won't mess around anymore. How about a grenade? Can I get him with a grenade? Yeah, I'll get him with a nade. Okay, Harrier, calm down, dude. I don't even think my sticky will reach that far. I'm not gonna try. man. Madison. That was painful, you guys. I'm so sorry. First try. Did all of our loot, like, disappear from the first round, or did I just pick it all up? Am I crazy, or... I don't remember seeing, like, any big boss drops. Or did I pick them up and I'm just that tired? Hope you got some decent gear. I didn't. It's all trash. Talented Caduceus isn't terrible, but I'm not running the Caduceus on anything else, so... I'm gonna go sell this garbanzo beans.
Agent, before we pulled out of the dark
Yeah,
zone,
Clueless, I'll,
hold
on, let me
to coordinate local ops.
mute Benitez, because I can't hear myself think when he talks. I'll definitely be opening it up in the future, but I really just need a chance to get to know all of you guys. I'm not really sure if it's going to be like an application process per se. It'll probably just be like, you let me know you're interested, and then when the time comes, I'll give you the role. Yeah. We'll just kind of play it by ear and see how it goes. I'm hoping that the Discord will be up by Monday next week. Give me about almost a week to work on things and tidy up the server. Pretty good mods for sale at this advanced weaponry vendor too this week. If you guys haven't checked out my restock video yet, he's selling a loud vent break of 19% and a pro red dot of 19%. These are actually the exact same rolls. It's just that obviously the loud vent break is going to give you the increased threat percentage. And then the Dark Sun vendor also had something. I think it was a mod. A gear mod. Yep, 6% ally heal at this vendor. I think that's it. Yeah. Let me see if I claimed my supply drops on my other characters before I get off. I need to do that before halfway through the month. The supply drops are twice a month. They're once on the 1st and again on the 15th, I think. Or it's like one on the 1st of the month and one halfway through the month. Yeah, Michael, thanks for joining in. Talk to you later. Dude, he was tanking. I mean, it's obviously a blue pistol, but I'm like, dude, he has literally less than a sliver of health left and he's still tanking the shots. Yeah, I was just being dumb. If I would have lost that too, I would have been so pissed. Oh, God. Whoa, the dog just did like a backflip. Honestly, the guitar in that mission is what had me so confused. Random guitar just gets flung at me. Excuse me. I actually don't know if there's a way to get past that bug or not, but if anybody knows how, I'll gladly listen. Because that bug is really annoying. It's very common, too, for that to happen. I know, I need to go back and, well, it'll be on my YouTube, I guess. I gotta go back and watch that and save it. This shit was so funny. It was so random. Check my third character now. I don't think I've gotten any of my drops besides my main character. I feel like I have to make the guitar flying at me like an intro to my videos or something. Yeah. I'll definitely clip it later if someone doesn't clip it. It's just, it literally came out of nowhere. It's like, where does the guitar even fit on the rooftop for it to just be flying at my face? Oh, did I get my drop on this character? Oh, I think I did, actually. Because I was working on a build, which I might be wearing it. So this is a build that I'm potentially working on for a future video. It's a 4-piece alpha and a 3-piece striker ninja bike build. It's specifically for PvE. I have everything rolled to enemy armor. Yeah, even the knee pads are, but I'll probably change the knee pads out for health or something. The backpack is rolled to health. Probably change this to, well, skill haste is pretty good, I guess. So far, I feel like the build didn't hit hard enough, so it was either it didn't hit hard enough or I wasn't tanking enough, so I was going to change something on it. All the mods are PvE, or damage to elites, firearms. And then I have I wanted to do this build because I wanted to do the Bullfrog Commanding and Determined. and so far it was a lot of fun. So I think this is the next build that I'm going to do. Yeah, so far it seemed pretty squishy, so I was trying to, I think that's what it was I was gonna adjust the toughness on it a bit, because I tried to do an HVT with it and I was kind of having a hard time, so I decided to roll health on kill on the gloves to see if that would help. And then well, the mods need to be, they have to be damage to elites in order for me to find the build viable, so I can't change the mods over to health. I do on my main character. Not this character so much, no. This character is kind of my workshop character, so I put builds on here that I want to upload. Like this sniper build I have a video on. It's where the majority of my ninja bike builds are going. I had like 3 builds that I was working on, but was not happy with them, so I scrapped them. I did make one that was a tactician build that was actually pretty good, but I didn't see myself using that like long term, so I scrapped it. But on my main character I have a 4-piece alpha and a 3-piece banshee with a ninja bike build, and that's what I use for PvP if I'm not using a 6-piece striker. I'd like to make a 6-piece banshee at some point, but I think I'm still missing a part. Alright, I just wanted to make sure that I got all of my drops before they reset, which it looks like I have. A lot of my mods are on this character too. This character's kind of full on stuff. Yeah, I'm hopping off now. I can't show you guys either, but some pretty good blueprints for sale this week. There's the level 34 extended mag is for sale. There's also the red small grip for critical hit damage. This one is for sale this week. The extended mag is for sale. The optimal range scope I think is for sale this week, and maybe like a laser pointer, but I have those. I have all of those already, so I can't showcase them. There's also the firearms gear mod, the performance mod, and a stamina mod for sale this week. So you can buy those and then craft them at your leisure to try and get the pieces that you're looking for your builds. I think the extended mag is in Camp Clinton. Pretty much everything is for sale inside the terminal except let me see if I still have it saved. Hold on. So the extended mag is in the terminal, the small grip is in the terminal. Actually, I think the extended mag is Camp Clinton. And the stamina mod is in Camp Clinton, and everything else is in the terminal. No, I'm not gonna go manhunt in the Dark Zone. I'm hopping off right now. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Sorry it wasn't as long as my previous streams. Usually I'll stream for about 6 hours, but I need to hop off and get some rest. But we may or may not stream tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. Yeah, well, I need to try and get my schedule back to back to my work schedule, my sleeping schedule, back to my work schedule. So may or may not stream tomorrow, but I will let you guys know. Keep an eye out on YouTube for my community posts. I should let you guys know by the end of today if I'll be streaming or not tomorrow. But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out and chatting. More news on Discord later as well. I'll make a video about it when it goes live. But let's go ahead and plan for early next week, probably Monday or Tuesday next week. I'll have that live, and then we can all get that started. Thank you, Ramon. Thank you, Traker. Thank you, Clueless. Yeah, I hope everybody has a great rest of your day, night, work, whatever you got going on. And I will talk to you guys in the next video and the next stream. I'll see you later.